Okay, welcome back to the 13 Riffs of Halloween. In riff number 2, what we're going to be doing is looking at the intro to Diary of a Madman by Ozzy Osbourne, of course played by the iconic Randy Rhoads, sort of depicting his classical music influence. This has always been a really fun riff for me to play. I play it all the time. When I go in a guitar store or whenever I grab a guitar, it just seems like one of those things I enjoy playing. So I thought this would be fun. Again, the criteria for our 13 Riffs of Halloween is not that the lyrics are spooky or the entire song is spooky or the content of the lyrics are spooky, although that's awesome and many of these songs have that anyway. It's can we find a riff that is pretty spooky on its own, just the guitar part. And I've always thought this is pretty dark sounding, so this will be kind of fun. So what we're going to do here, normally you would play this, you could play this on a classical guitar or an acoustic guitar or something like that. I'm playing it on my electric, just because I have other stuff I have to do as well. So I've just got kind of a clean tone here with a little bit of reverb in the background. Okay? And so let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to be doing here, these shapes are a little bit unusual, which is what makes it kind of fun. And there's really 2 or 3 different kinds of picking patterns. So at the beginning of this, we're going to be doing the same picking pattern over and over and over. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by playing the 5th string open, and then we're going to put our pinky on 7 of the 4th string, 6 of the 3rd string, and then 4 of the 2nd string. And we're just going to play from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 is going to be open as well. So you're going... And then we're just going to head back up towards the ceiling. Now remember that picking pattern because that's what we're going to keep doing for this first half of this. Then what we're going to do is move from the pinky, which is on 7, to the middle finger on 5 of the 4th string. And do the exact same picking pattern. So we're just moving from the pinky to the middle finger. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make this shape right here. And what we're doing is we're putting our middle finger on the 4th string of the 4th fret there. We're going to put our middle finger on the 2nd string of the 4th fret as well. We're going to put the ring finger on the 3rd string 5th fret. And we're going to put the pinky on the 1st string 5th fret. So we have 2 fingers on 4th fret. We have 2 fingers on 5th fret. And we're going to play that same pattern. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to move these 3 fingers back, and the pinky's going to stay where it was. Okay, so real quick, we have this. Move back. Okay, now any picking pattern, in terms of alternate picking or down picking or whatever works for you is perfectly fine. What I think makes this song really fun is the fact that you can use a lot of dynamics in your rhythm. You're not stuck to a beat like this that you have to play along with. So have some fun, with adding some tempo changes and, some dynamic changes of picking harder and softer and things like that to give it a real authentic sound. Now, I'm going to show you this next part here, and if you would rather use your fingers in a different fashion than I do, that's perfectly fine. But I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm coming off here. Now what I'm going to do is come over to this one, and what I do is I put my middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret. I put my pinky on the 3rd string 4th fret. And I put my 1st finger on the 2nd string 2nd fret, which is kind of uncomfortable, but that's how I play this. Okay, and what I'm going to do is the same picking pattern. And then this 1st finger drops back 1 to the 1st fret. Okay, so a lot of times when people do this, it's very uncomfortable for them to do this fingering, so they, try and flip it over, which is fine, but then you're going to have to flip back right away to get to the next one. So this is how I like to play it. Okay, now once I'm here, okay, on 0, 2, 4, 1, 0, that's where I left off. Now what I'm going to do is take my 3rd finger and I'm going to head up here to the 3rd fret, and I'm going to keep this shape. Now my picking pattern is going to change though. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing this. Okay, so I'm coming from here. Okay, so right there what I'm doing is going, sorry. So I'm playing 6, 3, 2, 3. And then I'm going to play 0, 2, 3, 2. So just watch my pattern here. Okay, so that's the new picking pattern. Then what I'm going to do is head over, I'm going to play 1 on the 6th string, 2 on the 2nd string, and 3 on the 3rd, or excuse me, 6 on the, 1 on the 6th string, 2 on the 3rd string, and 3 on the 2nd string. And I'm doing that same picking pattern. Okay. So these are pretty crazy changes if you've never really done this before. So again, I don't want to bore you, but let's recap a little bit here. So we've got our first picking pattern that goes throughout this whole thing. We start with pinky, go to middle finger, shift to the new shape, move back except for the pinky. Then we do this ugly one here, which is 2, 4, 2. Okay, so we switch over. Move that first finger down. Add the third finger on the 6th string, and this is the new pattern. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, you'll notice I'm using my first finger, my middle finger, and my pinky. That feels most comfortable to me, but if you've got something else that works, that's great. And then we're going to end this part doing sort of an E. We're doing what would be called an E add 9 here. Okay, and what we're going to do is go. So we've got this cool little movement through here. This is the 3rd picking pattern. So we play 6, 5, 4. You'll notice I'm on 2, 4, and 1. That's what I'm playing. 2, 4, 1. Okay? And I'm going, and then I'm going to go, and then. So I'm playing 3 notes, or 3 strings, then backing up playing 3, backing up playing 3, backing up playing 3. So I have. And then I'm going to end it by playing the 2nd string, or excuse me, the 3rd string and the 2nd string. Now I'm still on my shape here. See that? So I end with those 2 notes right there. And I've seen, tabs written differently, whatever, and if you want to play those 2 notes differently, that's perfectly fine. It's always felt really comfortable to me because I've got this same sort of flow happening. And then it leaves this last note, which is a 3 on the 2nd string here. Really nice, so let me play that with you. And it gives me just a second to get to that 3. Okay, and then we start the next part. And what I'm going to be doing here is playing an A power chord, and I'm going to be using my pinky on the 3rd fret, or excuse me, 3rd string 5th fret, and 3rd string 4th fret with my 3rd finger. So I have, so I go 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and then I head back to the 4th string, and then head to the 4th fret here with my 3rd finger. See that? So I'm playing 5, 4, 3, 4, 3 again in terms of strings. Then I'm going to do the same idea, but I'm going to go up to the 2 here of this power chord. And then all I'm going to do is go back and forth between these 2 strings. So I'm playing. Okay, so I have, and then, and please remember, if it's confusing to you, you can always rewind the video and watch it over and over and over. And if you've got access, of course, you could slow it down if you need to as well. And then what you're going to do, the third one goes. So this one is the same idea. We start off doing that, and then all we're going to do is go back and forth between those. So here's what I want you to catch, is it's going like this. That's what the melody is doing. And you're just adding in for however long you need to sit and do those two in the middle. And then you end on that 4, and you hit an E power chord and an A power chord. And then you start all over. You see? So again, I'm not saying it's easy, I'm saying it's really fun once you get it, because it's one of those things that when you play it, people know what it is. And there's just something kind of creepy about it, which is why I wanted to include it into the 13 Riffs of Halloween for you. So practice hard and take your time. And again, if you need the tab, I don't have the tab, but you can certainly jump on like Ultimate Guitar or whatever and have a look, and you're going to find something very similar to what it is that I'm doing. So make sure you practice hard and stay positive with this stuff. And I will see you again, because I've got another video. I've got all kinds of creepy guitar riffs coming your way. So, hey, thanks so much for watching the video. And if you enjoyed that, I encourage you to join the IGPA by clicking on the link below. Now, as soon as you join, you're going to get over 20 of my full-length legacy guitar courses that you can start working out of and learning from right away. You're also going to get monthly guitar lessons each month that come out, brand new ones, that cover all kinds of different things, from songs to fundamentals to technique, rhythm, soloing, theory, blues, and everything in between. You're also going to get an opportunity to attend my annual live IGPA guitar summits exclusively for anybody that's an IGPA member. And you're also going to wind up becoming part of a super awesome guitar community. So please click on the link and check it out.